What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Full 90, and first of all, we did it. We hit 9,000 subscribers before the day of the Champions League final, and I'm very, very excited for this final. It's a much better matchup than we got last year. I think anyone would agree. Liverpool, Tottenham, it basically met the expectations of what we thought. Liverpool would win quite comfortably, not the most exciting game. Here we have two of the form teams in Europe, PSG up against Bayern Munich. Before we go into the final predictions, first of all, please do drop a like down below. Let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen in this game, who you think is going to score, the score at the end, everything like that. Please let me know down in the comments, and let's have a little look back at our semi-final predictions. First of all, RB Leipzig up against PSG. I predicted a 2-1 win to PSG, but Leipzig really didn't turn up. Their attacking form wasn't what we've seen from them this year, and PSG put in a really, really solid performance, and they actually looked very, very good, winning 3-0. So I correctly predicted the amount of goals scored, just the distribution slightly wrong, still the correct result nonetheless. Lyon up against Bayern Munich. I predicted a 4-1 win to Bayern Munich, and it very well could have been had Lyon and Bayern taken that extra chance. They both had very clear chances that they didn't take. Obviously, Lyon hitting the post. They got very, very close at the start, and I think if Lyon got that early goal, could have been a very different game. Well, not so much in terms of result and who qualified, but I think Bayern would have scored a couple more. I went for the 4-1. Correct winning margin, another 3-0. So you could argue that PSG's performance was perhaps more impressive because less expected to be that conclusive for PSG. Obviously, Bayern Munich were always the heavy favourites in that game, and they played very, very well. So now there are two. PSG versus Bayern Munich. So to make it through the knockout stages of the Champions League, Bayern Munich knocked out 4th in the Premier League in Chelsea, 2nd in La Liga in Barcelona, of course we know what happened there, and 7th in Ligue 1 in Lyon. And they won every single Champions League game this season, all 10 of them, scoring 42 goals across the campaign, and actually scoring the fewest per game against Olympiacos of all teams in the Champions League. PSG, to get to this stage, beat 2nd in the Bundesliga in Borussia Dortmund, 3rd in Serie A in Atalanta, and 3rd in the Bundesliga in RB Leipzig. Plus, they beat 1st in La Liga in the group stage to qualify at the top of their group, and they won 8 of their 10 games, drawing with Real Madrid 2-2 and losing to Borussia Dortmund 2-1 in the first leg of the round of 16. So you could argue that PSG had a slightly tougher route to the final, but take nothing away from Bayern because they were so destructive in their route to the final. I don't think it mattered. It would have mattered who they played. They could have played anyone. Man City could have knocked out Lyon. Bayern still would have beaten Man City in the semi-finals, in my opinion. That's how I thought the route to the final would pan out. I thought PSG would get to the final beating Atletico Madrid in the semis, but Leipzig knocked them out. And I thought Bayern would get to the final beating Man City in the semis, but Lyon knocked them out. So I think this is going to be a very, very exciting game. I think it will be a close game purely because it's a final. Finals don't typically end with an absolute destruction like 6-0 or something like that. I do think Bayern Munich are going to win. I think they're just too good. However, PSG have an amazing attack. When they've got their front three, Di Maria, Mbappe, and Neymar, it's arguably the best front trio in the world at the moment. Obviously, I'm sure Bayern Munich would have something to say about that, but PSG look really, really good going forward. I don't know if Verratti is still out injured and if he'll play, but PSG do have a really, really strong squad, so I think they'll give a really good game to Bayern. And with Neymar, Mbappe, and Di Maria's been playing very, very well as well. I think sometimes he gets a bit unnoticed because of the flair of Mbappe and Neymar, but Di Maria is, as many people know, a very, very good player. I think they're going to score a couple of goals, and I think PSG are the kind of team that can take it to Bayern Munich the same way they did to Leipzig and actually test their defense a little bit more than Bayern have had to deal with in recent times. However, you can't argue with how clinical Bayern Munich have been. I think Bayern Munich have been going forward, scoring a lot of goals, obviously averaging more than 4 goals per game every game in this Champions League, which is absolutely phenomenal. So I think Bayern Munich will score goals. They'll definitely take their chances, and PSG, other than the semi-final, to be fair, they do look to have some defensive frailties. So I'm going to give Bayern Munich the win I'm going to say a 3-2 win to Bayern Munich. I would honestly, it'd be kind of exciting to see PSG win the Champions League. It would be, to be honest, a newcomer to win, essentially, but I don't see Bayern Munich not winning the Champions League some way. They have been too good. PSG could win on the day anything can happen in a full 90 minutes. But I think it's going to be a very, very exciting final. It's a very entertaining final. Two of the best attacking teams in Europe, two of the form teams in Europe right now going head to head, and I'm very excited to see how it goes. So that's going to do it from me. I'm giving Bayern Munich the slight edge here to win the Champions League. I've said they'd win the Champions League from the beginning of the round of 16. I think they will do. Let me know your predictions down in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe so you don't miss any future videos coming up, whether that's Nations League, if I do decide to do that, because there's a lot of fixtures there, Premier League predictions, all that good stuff. Subscribe because you do not want to miss it. So that's going to do it from me, and I will see you in the next video very soon.